name is Michelle Long, and I'm a CPA and a Xero certified advisor. I'm the owner of Long for Success, and I'd love to have you subscribe to my blog to get additional tips like the one I'm going to share with you today. What we're going to talk about today is creating rules in Xero and how this can really save you a lot of time. So I'm going to get into Xero, and I'm using the demo company, and I've gone in and made some changes in it, and you can go into the demo company and play around with it as well. As you know, in Xero, you set up bank feeds, and on the left-hand side here, those feeds bring in the transactions into Xero every evening, and so I've already got some stuff set up here to share with you to show you how the rules can really save you a lot of time. So in this example here, we've got a transaction that came in through our bank feed from 7-Eleven, and on the right, it says, we notice in Xero that you have a rule for 7-Eleven. Do you want to apply this rule? If you do, all you have to do is click on OK or touch it if you're using your iPad to accept it, and it's going to post it into Xero and reconcile it for you that quickly. If you didn't want to apply that rule, you could just click here on Don't Apply the Rule. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK, and again, it accepts it, it posts it according to the rule, and it reconciles it just with the one little click or one little tap on your iPad. So let's go in and look at some rules, because if you think about it, a lot of small businesses have the same kind of transactions, or they deal with the same vendors or suppliers on a regular basis. So you can set up rules for rent, for your utilities, for your phone bill, for the materials that you buy from the same vendors all the time. So setting up these rules really automate the process so that all you have to do is click on OK. So for example, on that 7-Eleven rule, it was set up to say that whenever the payee contains, and I recommend using contains instead of equals, because a lot of times they may have like 7-Eleven store number 352 or whatever. So you just want to focus on the 7-Eleven part. You don't want to say equals, because then if it's got a different store number, it's not going to apply the rule. So using contains is a good idea. Then use it for this contact, 7-Eleven, and we want you to put it to what account. So here we have it going to automobile expenses because we're assuming it's gas. That's where we buy our gas all the time. So you can set up rules for a lot of these things. So for example, Google Apps. I have Google Apps for Business, so every month I have a fee, and so I can set that up. You could get a little more sophisticated, like with Staples. I could say if it's under a certain amount, put it to the supplies account, or if it's over a certain amount, I want it to go to equipment. So for example, in this situation, we may set up additional conditions for this rule. So what we can do is we can say when the description contains Staples and the amount is greater than 300 or 500 or whatever your limit is for setting up things as a fixed asset, then you want it to go to office equipment. And up here you can indicate whether you want any or all of these conditions. Well, I want both. I want it to be Staples and over a certain dollar amount. So see how you can kind of get more sophisticated with these rules and really save some time? The other example here is for meals and entertainment. You can go through and say if the description contains any of the following, and let's say we have our favorite restaurants. Maybe we go to, the 10 or 20 of them even, maybe they go to the same places on a regular basis. So if the description contains any of these, then I want you to post it or put it to the contact name of restaurants. And then down here, you even can say, I want 50% of it for the deductible part to go to entertainment. And over here, you can allocate it as a percentage allocation. And then I want the non-deductible part to go to the owner's draw. You can really do some great things with these rules. And again, all you have to do is click on OK. Here's an example of something I did in my Xero account is I set up one for parking. So I said when the description contains KCI, that's the airport here in Kansas City, I want you to post it to the KCI airport contact. And I want you to post it to parking. So I want the parking, but I also want to make a journal entry along with that to post mileage expense and owner's contribution for, let's say, like maybe $50 for whatever the mileage expense is. So I can have it post a journal entry to record mileage in addition to doing the parking expense. How cool is that? And when I see KCI come through on my bank feed, all I have to do is click on OK, and it's posting all this for me. Think about how much time that can save you. And we've just been looking at spend money rules. You may be able to create some receive money rules as well. For example, I get payments every month from Amazon because I'm a member of their affiliate program and CreateSpace for my book royalties. So I can set up one of these as well for receive money. Whenever it comes through and the description contains Amazon, put it to the contact of Amazon services, and I want it to go to what revenue account. So think about using these rules, and if you take some time up front in the first month or two that you're using Xero to create some rules, it's going to save you a lot of time down the road. It's going to get you really away from doing any kind of data entry, and all you're doing is data management and data analysis, and you can spend more time running your business instead of spending time doing the bookkeeping. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks for listening.